Say hi to everybody. I guess if there's anybody even in here. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. It didn't. What's up, Angela, Martina, Withered, Sonia, Autumn? What's up? Yeah, say what's so. They didn't. You haven't seen them in a while. That's what I'm saying. They always say they miss you. Sonia says I need to go to YouTube. Yeah, we don't need the mods on Twitch as of yet.
I want another piece.
All right. What's up, Rich? Dr. Rochelle, what's going on? Chat. Me and Kay and Ed, we met Dr. Rochelle in the chat. We met her up in Pennsylvania about a month or two ago. That's pretty cool. No, I'm sure they don't want ASMR gum chewing. Gotta forgive Kay. She's a little baked right now.
No, I'm not. Stop telling my personal business.
You gonna say hi to everybody? People are saying hi to you.
Hello, everyone. Disregard Mr. Motley here. He is splurting classified information.
Just doing a little test stream, guys, and answer any questions anybody might have. I'm sure a lot of y'all keeping up with the tropics as much as I have been. So, but if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I haven't. So this is probably the third. This is probably the third live live test stream I've done. But I got to make sure I get it right before me and Ed get 2 hours away from home and it's not correct, because doing this whole hurricane forecasting is a lot different than going to chase like thunderstorms, especially when there's a live stream that's scheduled 40 hours out. I have a live stream scheduled 40 hours out. So if some of y'all haven't seen yet, that's on the channel. Y'all can so this is another thing too. I know a lot of people have issues seeing when I go live now. For some reason, people said that they haven't been joining my streams because they don't get a notification when I'm live. So I can say this now, and I can also this will be on replay, so I'm sure people will watch it afterwards that miss it, obviously. What's up, Mia? What's up, Vet? What's going on, T9? Hello, everybody. So, basically, if you see I have a scheduled live stream and you're worried you're going to miss the live broadcast when it actually happens, what you can do is you can go to my scheduled stream and you can turn, what's up, Derek? You can turn on, or you can click the bell notification, not next to my name where it says subscribe, but there's one on a scheduled stream that usually says notify me when live, right? And that one is usually pretty accurate. That one's usually pretty good. Lily says fixing to strengthen tonight in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah. So I was getting ready to get into some of these updates, but y'all seen that Erin was like struggling along a little bit the past few hours, but Erin has now started to kind of pick back up. And earlier, like yesterday and earlier this morning, Erin was, crawling along, kind of going slow, and then it started picking back up. And it's starting to, shoot more north. So yeah, and I'm looking at it right now. There's a little bit of a wobble there, but it's still projected to kind of move more to the east soon. I want to know if that one guy was in here from yesterday. that was saying, "You're wrong, dude. It's going to hit South Carolina," and I was like, "Well, let's see. Let's
hi, Angela.
let's
Sorry,
see."
just like I've not been in chat.
They're barely hearing you.
I said, hi, Angela. Sorry, I haven't seen any of the chat in a minute. I've been staring at the other monitors that have the models on them.
He's looking at all the stuff.
My cat.
Yeah, and we got cats staring at us too. T9 says turn the mic up a little bit. It shows on my end that my mic is peaking. There's usually not an issue with it.
Turn up your phone, girlfriend.
No. That was T9 that said that. Is it low for everybody? Yeah, so Bells and Angela, yeah, it was Paul. All right, so LA says hi Motley and wifey, God bless you both. What's up, LA? Nice to see you in here. So yeah, guys, if anybody's worried that you're not gonna get the notification, I'm gonna be live Thursday morning for Hurricane Erin. Go to my live stream. Do it now. Right, click on my channel. Click on lives. You'll see all my previous lives, and you'll see a scheduled one that's scheduled out for 40 hours. And click the bell notification that says notify me when live. And that one usually works pretty well. Rich says model ensembles and Erin having a nearly 0% chance of actually hitting the East Coast. Sure, they can be wrong. However, yes, Rich, I'm with you. Totally with you. Whole lot, Buki. K is in the chat. Mia Dina says, "Oh, cool, I'm on Twitch." Is this Mia that we know from YouTube over on Twitch right now? So if anybody's ever familiar with Twitch and knows anything about it or has ever watched it, okay, yes, it's me. All right, thanks for coming over there. I'm gonna try to use Twitch as a way of like maybe in the future getting monetized, so I can at least have some form of monetization on this channel, so it can help keep us going, right? Put gas in the tank, buy equipment, pay for like subscriptions to model runs and things like that. It's not cheap to do this. And the more and more I want to invest into it, and the bigger this community gets, it's going to obviously be very expensive to do this. And YouTube is just not allowing us to be monetized. So I've offered now a dual stream, so that now I have a stream. Every time I go live, I will also be live on Twitch. Twitch is slow growth. There's usually not a lot of people over there. However, it could eventually get to the point where people watch over there, and then I can actually get monetized. And I've had experience with Twitch before, and I've helped other people that needed to get monetized on Twitch, and it's fairly easy, a lot easier than YouTube. Mia says, I forgot I had Twitch. Wither says, I think in the next week I searched up what is behind Hurricane Erin is a 60% chance of development, moving towards the Leeward Islands, and could become a tropical depression by the end of the week. Yeah, I'm gonna actually look at that in a minute soon. So somebody asked earlier, so where are we headed? So, hey, I don't want to reach over your head. Hold on a minute. I don't want to reach over your... Yeah, there we go.
I have to move on.
No, come on. You don't have to. I was just saying I wanted to scoot over so I can get my arm over your shoulder and show them some stuff.
Fuck.
Are you on Patreon, Motley? No, I'm not on Patreon. Yeah, so Invest 99L is the one that they're talking about.
Oh, hi, Sonia.
Wait. Oh yeah, the system behind Erin. Yes, exactly. Mia says y'all cute. All right, so let's take a look here. Let me pull up. Guys, I always get my stuff from the NWS. I really do. I hate to like shut down any other content creators or anything like that. I watch some people just for the entertainment and just to have it in the background. But I always pull my stuff from like Pivotal Weather, Tropical Tidbits, Weather Nerds, or NWS. Most of the time it's NWS. I'm just so used to using it. I'm old school. So we have Erin here, obviously, but This is the one I think y'all are talking about right here, right? This is the 60% chance of formation in the next week. This one could follow the same path as Erin. But if Erin takes this turn east and continues on the speed it is, there's a system that's hovering here that if it remains there and this moves in, it'll actually follow the same track. But if it pushes it down, it will continue to run a different track, but nobody knows where it's obviously going to go, right? Nobody knows if it's going to go into the Gulf or anything like that. But most likely, if you want my opinion, I'm not a meteorologist. I don't know crap about hurricanes. I know probably less about hurricanes than y'all do. I just approach chasing hurricanes with a little bit of like knowledge from storm chasing. But I know that they're far different. But this could be headed in the same direction as Erin. And then you got this little guy right back here that was yesterday, I think, a 10 or 15% chance, and now it is now a 30% chance in the next week. This one right here is actually this right here. Yes. Autumn says, I watch you because you're the only one that does my area. Appreciate that. But yeah, see, look at this. Post-tropical Erin. That's a new one I hadn't seen on there yet. But so yeah, guys, I keep going around in circles here. Sorry, it's late. I'm just trying to do a test stream. Somebody asked, what was the plan? Where am I headed? So me and Ed are planning on headed to Sandbridge area. Come on, Sparkles. See that? Yeah. Yeah. So here's basically what will happen. We'll probably come over here, loop this here, go to Sandbridge. We had Twins Crew WX go out today on a live stream and stream for me because he's local in Sandbridge, and kind of show where we could be at and have beach access and things like this. So that was very helpful. So, but yeah, this is basically what we have. This is what we have to work with. We're going to be hitting Sandbridge Road or Sandpiper Road, whatever it's called, Sandpiper Road, and coming all the way down. And we're going to try to get as far as we can and try to get somewhat of a view of what we got. Hopefully there's not many dunes in the way or beach houses, things like that. So we're going to be doing a little bit of driving Thursday morning when we get there until we find a good spot to post up. But as you can see, they already have tropical storm watches issued for the area. I think that it is a very high possibility that it will issue a tropical storm warning for this area. I do think that it's possible, right? Because if Erin slightly wobbles to the west for like a period of time, right? Just even a few frames. What's wrong? Not good. Then obviously these bands here, God, look, it's looking better. Erin's looking a lot better. This wind field will obviously be able to push all these bands more towards the coast, and also it could affect the storm surge as well because of the wake and everything else. So no, that is just like pixels. So yeah, it's starting to look a lot more organized now. It's actually looking better and better by the scan. Look at that. But yeah, that like looks crazy. Look at this. Why are you not loading? Oh, because I'm not in. Okay, I see what I'm not in the right view. So yeah, the plan is Sandbridge, guys. That's what we're gonna do. We know that the most effects are gonna be here in the Outer Banks. I don't feel safe going there. I'm just gonna be real with you. And I know people are like calling me out for it online and stuff like that. And it's like whatever. I don't care. I'm looking out for myself and my safety. And I think people were saying to me that Reed, because like Reed posted that he also didn't feel safe going to North Carolina. Let me just read you exactly what Reed Timmer said. Are you going, okay? Where are you going? Oh. People were saying this could be a snarky joke or it could be real. I don't know. Anyway, he says, Reed says, I will not, he tweeted this like 12 hours ago, says, I will not be headed to the OBX to videotape the waves from Hurricane Erin due to safety reasons. So people were like trying to figure that out. I quoted that tweet myself and was like, yeah, that's the reason why I'm not going there either. And people are like, yo, he's just joking. Obviously he's being like, he's being that way towards like certain people or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the reason why he did it, but there got to be some kind of element of truth to what he said if he took the time to tweet it. And I don't think that somebody as big as Reed and the influence he has, him saying that he doesn't feel safe in the OBX, I don't think that he would troll a tweet like that, because then a lot of people, other meteorologists, other people are going to look at that tweet and think and take it, some people are going to take it serious instead of like, oh, he's trolling. Some of his audience are going to take it serious and say, if Reed says he don't feel safe, because mind you, he didn't put LOL or anything in it. He didn't put a laughing emoji. Then people are going to react differently according to that, right? Oh, Reed Timmers is worried about the waves and stuff like that in OBX and doesn't even want to chase there. I think there's somewhat of an element of truth to it. But that's not why I made the decision. Y'all knew 24 hours ago and 48 hours ago when I made 2 update videos that I was already planning on not going to OBX to chase. So Reed Timmer does not have any influence on whether I'm chasing or not. Rich says Reed will not put folks in harm's way. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think he would troll a tweet like that. There could be some truth to it. This guy was arguing with me on X saying, hey man, you must not know Reed. And I was like, what's there not to know about him? He's like, he drives into tornadoes. Why would he be afraid to go to the OBX to chase a hurricane? And I said, maybe because he's on a thin piece of land with a sound on one side and an ocean on the other that could potentially see up to like 6-foot storm surge. And there's no way out of there. And I said his Dominator is built to drive into tornadoes, so of course he's not afraid of that. He's been doing it forever. But his Dominator does not float out in the water. His Dominator does not turn into a submarine. To me, it's just common sense. He just does not feel safe dealing with storm surge and waves. I don't know. I think he's somewhat serious about it. Who knows? Lucy Lou says, big wave don't equal big wind. Yeah, true. Vet says, Corey Gherkin, Midwest Chaser, mentioned he may be headed to North Carolina and Virginia. So, Vet, I'll be in Virginia. Tornado Pagey will be in the OBX. Well, actually, Tornado Pagey's already in OBX. Then Storm Chaser Davy Jones, which is a buddy of mine, he is going to be on the OBX. And I don't even know why I'm plugging everybody that's going to be out there, because now I'm just giving all my audience away to them, right? Here you go, guys. Y'all can see some people that are going to be in more crazy spots. It is what it is. I'm just trying to keep people safe on Sandbridge and in Virginia's coastline. And if I can keep people safe on the OBX or North Carolina coastline, that's fine too. But I doubt they're going to be watching me. I think it's going to be mostly like Chesapeake, Norfolk, VA Beach, Newport News, Sandbridge area are going to be like tuned in to me because I'm like close by, right? But I just want to give everybody an update that, like, yeah, there's going to be some chasers out there. probably live and covering. In case anybody is going to be affected by any of this, I would like to at least, I don't like to plug people, but at least people would know that there's other people going, out there, whatever. Yeah, Sonya, you're right. You're right. If Reed shows up out there, he will likely either be in his Subaru or a rental. Yeah, Rich, and he already almost lost the Dominator 4 during another tropical system at one point. Wouldn't shock me to see Corey out there. Where does Corey live? Is he like close by? I'm gonna be honest, guys. If this was like a 5 or 6 hour drive out from where I'm at, I probably wouldn't even go. I don't think the impacts are gonna be so crazy. In my opinion, I don't think the impacts are gonna be so crazy where I would feel like I'd need to drive 5 or 6 hours for coverage. There is gonna be some impacts, but it's not like it's making landfall, right? If this was something that was making landfall, I would definitely take a trip from like, you know, 5 hours or more. But like seeing people driving like from the Midwest or the Great Plains, like where they live at, all the way out here for this, I just don't see why that's even a discussion. Corey lives in Ohio. Okay, well Ohio is out there, but it's not like he lives in North Dakota or something. What's up, Sandra? What's up, The Rock? What's going on, Words? I thought hurricane season was over. Does anybody know what the "I thought the hurricane season was over" comes from? Is it true that there is another hurricane behind this one? It's not a hurricane behind it. Words, it's not a hurricane behind it, but you have two systems behind Erin right now, and they're just a little bit of a mess right now. These right here coming off of the coast of Africa looking pretty explosive right now, right? But these are going to be the next developments we're looking at. If, like I said, if we pull up this right here, it'll show you National Hurricane Center's page. You have a 60% of development behind it. It will probably follow the track of Erin, if I had to take a guess. I don't know anything about hurricanes. I don't know I'm not a meteorologist. I'm just a storm chaser. So don't quote me on this. This is just something that I'm looking at and that I've been reading on. That this might take the same track as Erin. But then there's another one back here, right? And this is one that a lot of people are worried is going to go towards like the Bahamas and maybe the Gulf or something like that. But I think this season really is going to be more all these. If I had to take a guess, I would say this, like, so last year a lot of storms were forming in the Gulf and things like that. I think this is the year for storms to really pop up where we've been seeing the development and actually run along the East Coast. So it's just one of those things. Don't ask me the science behind it, please. What's up, General? Watching from Central Oklahoma. Thanks for the like, Words. I appreciate you. Oh, Rich says Reed, in fact, did lose a car in a hurricane a few years back. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. This year seems really active. Yeah, Words. It's starting to become a little bit more active as there was a slow start to it. But as you know, these hurricanes love warm water. And since it was a slow start to the season, it had time for these waters in the Atlantic to kind of warm up where they need to be. So usually in a situation where, like, say if this hurricane season started a little earlier, I believe, again, my opinion, right? I believe that this Hurricane Erin would have sucked up all the hot air, would have sucked up all the warm water, right? Or used up all the warm water if this was an earlier season hurricane, right? And then these came behind it, would not really get much fuel because of what Erin did. But since the water temperatures are looking pretty solid right now, and it's later in the season, these storms here, I feel they could still get pretty strong. I'm not saying that they will go like Cat 4 or Cat 5 like Erin did, but there is still enough water temperature and other things lined up to where these storms could possibly follow the same track as Erin, as well as be just as strong. Now, will it be as big as Erin is? Who knows? But probably not. Erin is a monster. Good night, Sue. Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, I have been telling people to stay safe. I know people that are going to be on the OBX and things like that, and I've been trying to tell them, like, just be safe. Please be safe. Yep. 29 degrees Celsius. Oh, you heard the water temperatures for 29 degrees Celsius. Sea surface temps cooled dramatically in Erin's wake, so that does help. Yeah, it does, Rich. But there's still a little bit of fuel out there for these storms to do something. But yeah, a lot of times a big system like Erin would usually just pull the waters out so much, and then something coming right behind it, like jetting right up behind it, in the fast lane, kind of like what these next systems are doing. They're kind of moving quickly. They wouldn't have much to survive on, but I don't think that's the case this time. I'm really hoping we don't see Cat 5 after Cat 5 after Cat 5, like back to back to back, all within this month and a half period, right? Like, it'd be crazy if, like, all the way up to the middle of September, we've had three Cat 5s in the Atlantic. That would be wild. Yeah, General. There's some areas where it's like that. What's up, Jeremy? Watching from Eastern North Carolina. There's a few people going to be out your way covering. Me, I'm gonna be in Virginia. Yep, BNVA. So let's look at some stuff. Anybody have any questions that I can answer? Again, I'm not like a meteorologist, and I'm not a hurricane expert. I know more about like severe weather, tornadoes, things like that. But if anybody has any questions, I can try to answer you. Or even Rich in the chat knows a little bit about these things, so he can answer anybody that might be worried about something, things like that. We're just doing a little test stream here, guys. I'm going live Thursday for this for this hurricane system, and going live on the East Coast, in Sandbridge, Virginia. And I've been doing these live streams the past week because I got to make sure that everything is polished where I need it to be before I go live. Because if me and Ed drive 2 hours out to the coast and I hit live and something is wrong and I didn't have it tweaked or set up the right way, then we don't have a live stream. We're just going to be out there like videotaping it and maybe posting content later, because we're not driving 2 hours back home to fix it and then drive 2 hours back. So I got to make sure everything is like polished and everything's working fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on here doing these live streams like this, right? So I know I said earlier that there's a potential that whoa, I just hit my button on the chair. There we go. There's a potential that these areas here could become tropical storm warnings. Like I said, it would have to mean that Erin would move a little bit more west. But if we look here, they're not really convinced on it. Come on. If we can get that to pull up. It's not doing it for some reason. Can I not zoom into this? I can do it on my phone. Anyway. If y'all can see this, let me know. I'll just blow it up. So right here, where I'm going to be at, is showing the weakest of the wind field, right? And then right here on the OBX, it's showing a little bit stronger, right? But Yeah, it would take a little bit. Yeah, I think it would take a little bit of a track west. That would be uh unlikely at this point, if you want my opinion. I don't think it would veer off to the west enough to make those areas where I'm talking about, where we're going, to go tropical storm warnings. Um, but who knows? What's up, Tommy's or Tommy Tatum's? Says I'll be watching. Awesome, appreciate it. General Zod says significant wave height, almost 46 feet near eye wall, according to Kentucky weather map. Yeah, there was some waves earlier that were measured at 54 foot. Um, yeah, I mean, any the other day. That's Ed. Ed's behind me, guys. He'll be joining me on the chase. Let me move my chair. Hold on. They can't hear you.
They can't hear me?
Now they can.
All right. Me and went in Thursday. Trying to keep everybody safe. I will not be swimming.
He said he's not swimming. I might be. I'm just joking. Mio on Twitch says, I don't know tropics like that for real, for real. I'm more winter and severe weather. LOL. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. This is actually one of the first hurricanes I really paid a lot of attention to, just because I'm going to be messing with it, right? A lot of times when hurricanes go on, I watch people, and I pay attention to what the Hurricane Center says, or like, things like that. Kind of like the way I'm doing now, but never enough to pay attention to it where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go chase it, right? So, uh, this will be the first time I've chased a hurricane. Kind of chased a hurricane, right? It's not making landfall, but kind of chased a hurricane on live stream on YouTube. So that'll be interesting. I'll be able to share that with you guys. I've been in many hurricanes and around them and things like that. And me and Ed have actually last year we chased a couple of the tropical systems that we actually did this on YouTube, but it was before I had an audience. Um, y'all can actually go back and look at those. These systems were coming up, right? Like so, like this. Boom, like that, wrapping around it, things, doing what they were doing last year, right? So, and then obviously with this being like tropical depression type of system here, the right side of it, right, the right side of it was usually okay. So, in the simplest terms, a lot of times on the right side of these tropical systems, they can spawn tornadoes, right? Quick, brief, like tornadoes, right? ULCS type of things. And being that we were in the path of it, we were getting some like brief tornadoes popping up like this, right? All over the place in Virginia. This was last year. So me and Ed were like covering this area, and we actually tracked one. We actually tracked a tornado warned storm, and right here in Corinth, we have a video on the channel of that one. Somewhere around here, had a debris signature on it and everything. Almost lost my car on that chase because there was so much flooding going on. We actually like almost lost the car in a flood, and then we had to turn around because of the turn around don't drown rule. You know what I mean? But we had to turn around anyway, get away from the water, and pulled into a homeowner's driveway. And I was looking at all the scans, right? And the um, the debris signature and the velocity were matching up just perfectly right behind this homeowner's house. So I decided to talk with them, and yeah, they had debris all over their backyard and stuff, and um, that was interesting. We didn't get to see the tornado because we were like, it was like I said, these things were like quick, brief spin ups. I mean, they weren't even on the ground no longer than like 30 seconds or a minute. I'm surprised that some of these scans even picked them up, but a lot of times that happens. So I've chased many uh, tornado warned storms and systems that came in and affected areas like North Carolina and Virginia, but I've never actually chased on YouTube inside of a hurricane. And even still, Thursday, we're not going to be chasing inside of a hurricane. We're just going to be dealing with these outer bands right here. These outer bands and some we're going to see some cool waves. We might see some we might see some 2 to 4 foot waves out here, maybe even bigger than that. I know a lot of people are saying like 8 foot waves, 10 foot waves, 12 foot waves, maybe. That's gonna be more down here, right? But we could see like a good 6 or 7 foot wave, maybe like one here and there. I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as people think it is on Sandbridge or Virginia Beach. I'm just being honest with people. I'm not trying to like freak anybody out. Storm surge could still be like 1 to 3 foot. So that could be an issue in areas like this, right? Because if I'm coming down this road right here, and my only way out is that way, back north, we do have a bay here and we do have an ocean here. And if there's significant like storm surge going on, like if it does hit 3 foot, we might have an issue in some spots. So we got to be very calculated when we get out there. I just don't want to be out here, right? You know what I mean? I don't want to be out here in like Avon and Ocracoke and things like that, right? Because then there's just too much room for error here. Sorry, I'm yapping, guys. I'm a little tired. It's late. Jeremy says, "Is Ed a wrestler?" He used to be, yeah. Yep, he used to be. Bell says, "Okay, I figure I'm 16 hours ahead of Dylan. I'm still flipping confused." Okay, so what time is it for you right now, Bells? Words, I think we will see some surfers. I don't think, well, I know for a fact we won't see anybody surfing in Nag's Head. The only reason, or Outer Banks, the only reason I say that is because we're not going to be there covering it. So we're not going to see on live stream anybody surfing. But I do think that when we're live on Thursday on the coast of Virginia and the Sandbridge, Virginia Beach area, I think we will see some surfers. I really do think we'll see some surfers for sure. It's 3 p.m. your time. Is it the 20th where you are, or is it still the 19th? Is it August 19th or August 20th? We're going to try to help figure this out for Bells, guys. Okay, so it's Wednesday the 20th for you. It's still Tuesday the 19th here. So it's 3, wow, you're kind of far ahead. 3 p.m. on Wednesday the 20th. 16 hours ahead. So if anybody in here is good at math or can figure this out, what time will Bells have to tune in to my channel to set an alarm to watch me live? If I'm live on Thursday, 11 o'clock a.m. East Coast. Oh yeah, Sonya's got a point. Sonya's got a point. Bells, if you go to my channel and you click live, right? Just do like this. Watch. Do this right here. Go here and go to YouTube. You'll go up here and you'll go to my channel, right? Go to my channel like this, and then you'll go to this tab right here that says live. Not this one that we're on right now, but go to this one where it says live. Click that. You'll see this one right here. It'll say scheduled for blank blank blank. It might tell you what I have it scheduled for, but if you click on it, it'll say live in 35 hours, and then it should tell you down here your time, right? It should tell you down here your time. Welcome back, Rich. If she goes to your stream that you posted for that day, it should, okay, yeah, exactly. That's what me and Sonya were thinking. So when you click on it, you shouldn't see this right here that we're seeing. Like mine says live in 35 hours, August 21st at 11 o'clock a.m. Yours should say something way different than August 21st. Like, for example, yours would probably say something like August 23rd at 5 p.m., right? I'm just making something up. But just to give you an idea, it should look a lot different than mine. And then click this little notification button right here. Click this notify me. When you click that notify me button, it'll say now you will be notified when you know, I go live. I hope that helps you, Bells. Still loading in, or what's going on? They don't even give us a storm. They don't even get. They're not even. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. I don't know if the waves are gonna be quite as big as people are thinking they are, or anything. These even their storm surge. It looks a little hesitant here. You have a storm surge warning, but you don't have a storm surge watch out here yet. I'm surprised they haven't even issued a storm surge watch here. Huh. Everybody knows about the rip current situation. Don't be out in the waters. It's gonna be like this for like the next month and a half. This whole area here, no good for swimming, guys. Stay out of the waters. What's up, words? What's your question? Ooh, I keep hitting this button. Bell says it'll be on the 22nd at 3 a.m. There you go. Are you gonna be able to be up watching that at 3 a.m.? Like most people's bedtime. Yeah, Rich, they will be. Like I'm thinking maybe 20 to 25 mile an hour sustained winds we will feel. May feel a little more gustier because we're on the beach, right? Already, but uh maybe like 20 to 25 mile an hour sustained winds and maybe like a 35 to 45 mile an hour wind gust from time to time. That's my guess. But then again, like the storm still has a lot of time to do something. It can still go a little bit more west. It can still go a little bit more west. It could still get closer. I think that hurricane hunters went inside not too long ago. I think they went inside, what, am I right or wrong, 35 minutes ago, an hour ago, something like that? Let's see. Oh, they just went in 2 minutes ago. Is that right? Is that right? Did they go in 2 minutes ago? They actually go in 2 minutes ago? where it says those two systems off the coast of Africa. How long do you think it would take them to cross the Atlantic if they were to cross? I mean, it could take many days, several days actually. But they are well. The one directly behind Erin right now is kind of moving quickly. The next one right behind Erin is actually kind of moving quickly right now, but it would still be like several days. So there's still a lot to happen with that thing. I mean, they do have a 60% chance on it right now, but a lot can happen. It takes a while for these things to happen, especially to cross from here to here. You know what I mean? Where it says they got to have the strongest planes in the world to fly through a hurricane. It's pretty wild. Yeah, you'll see like them go through the eye wall. Sometimes they'll post videos of it. They'll go through the eye wall, and then it'll be super calm, and you can like you'll see like them filming out the window, and you can see like the inner eye wall outside their window, and then they'll start to fly back into like say the north eye wall, right? Um, and then next thing you know, you just see it just all like going crazy. But yeah, it's they're definitely not flying to like Spirit Airlines in this thing. Their stuff is like meant for this. They have like the Dominator of planes, I guess you can say. Um, is this even updated? This does not look like this does not look in line with what the Hurricane Center was saying. I don't even know if this is updated. I don't know. Yeah, Rich, exactly. What's up, X? Guys, I'm only gonna be live for like another 20 minutes, and then we get off here. Gotta cook dinner and stuff. This is only supposed to be a test stream. Anybody have any other further questions for me? Anything y'all want to talk about? Tommy says a little late for dinner. It's only 11 o'clock p.m. I eat sometimes at like 3 a.m. I go to bed late. Well, we all in the house go to bed late. What's up, Yuki? See you over there on Twitch. Um, yeah, I usually go to bed pretty late. So dinner at 11 o'clock for me is pretty early. Yuki says I just woke up. Sheesh. Bet says thanks, Dylan. Looking forward to your stream on Thursday. I'm looking forward to having you there. It should be pretty chill, right? We shouldn't be like fighting for our life out there. It should just be a nice, chill experience. You know, y'all can see some gusty winds at times, and some big waves. Hopefully, we'll see some big waves. Um, hopefully, we don't see anything too crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel you, Yuki. Tommy says you're still young. I'm like 30, 30, almost 35. X says I just woke up too. Y'all both just woke up. Why did the hurricane kill itself? It had tropical depression. What do you mean, General? This storm didn't go tropical depression. Yeah, this storm did hit tropical depression. What do you mean? What's up, Mama G? Private Joker told me that one. It was a joke. LMAO. Tropical depression. Yo, okay. All right. See, that's how y'all know I'm tired if I didn't pick up on that. Am I gonna get banned for reading that out loud? My brain didn't even process that joke. Now I get it. I was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about, man? It's not a tropical depression right now. Tommy says I'm 52. It's after 10 here. It's past my bedtime. X says, no, I said worse, you're good. Not on my channel, you haven't. Beth says that's what you get for not eating dinner until after 11. I've been snacking, guys. I've been snacking. Beth, I've been chewing on some stuff here and there. I've just been running and I've just been running and kind of like been very busy today. You ain't even monetized. TF YouTube gonna ban you for? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Got a little bit of brain fog right now. Actually, hold on, guys. I gotta tell Kay that joke. So General, I'm gonna go share your joke with my girlfriend. I'll be right back. I don't want to forget it. Wind shear beat the storm down, but it's pushed through and getting bigger. Yeah, look at it. It's starting to really look. It's really starting to look good. I mean, look at the right. Look how it looks now, and then watch the scan 75 frames ago. I know it's a long time ago, but just watch it. Look at. Like, I wish I can pause it there. But look at that. Look at the difference. Crazy. And Beth, she got the joke for sure. She's got a little bit more darker humor than me. So when I said it to her, she thought it was funny. X says, Are we in a new era? You have a black shirt on. Yep, got a black shirt on, black hat, black shoes. Ooh, got black shoes. It's a little cooler outside, right? We got some nice cooler temperatures coming around here. Well, pretty much all around the nation. Temperatures gonna be cooling down over the next week. But right now, in Virginia, the temperatures really took a dip today, so it kind of felt like spooky season was here, right? They're starting to put pumpkin spice stuff on the shelves and things like that, and I was like, I don't know, it just feels like a wear like black kind of day. X says the other day you had white shoes. Yeah. X says I know you hurt yourself lifting that leg up. I tell you what, you try this, X. You try this. Try this with me, X. Try this. Try a lotus pose. Try this, okay? Put one leg up like this, okay? I want to see if you can do this, X. I want to see if you can do this. Put one leg up like this on your thigh, and then take the other one and put it up on your thigh. Try that. Sonya says it feels like fall here. Beth says DMV area was very nice today. Yes, it was. Meanwhile, in Alabama, it was real feel of 103. That's insane. X says 1 sec. Okay, I'm waiting. Bell says he's younger than you, Dylan, but I bet he can't do it. And I bet you when he says he can't do it, I'm going to lift this leg up and put it right on this thigh. Lotus pose. All right, so leg on thigh like this, right? If you can even stand up like I just did, I'll give you props. But you have to send a video, X, because nobody's going to believe you in chat. He was getting on me saying, I bet that hurt lifting your leg up. And I was like, if you can lotus pose or even half lotus and stand up, then we can talk. And you're 19, 20 years old, and I'm almost double your age, and I can do it. I had a long, extensive journey of yoga in my life.
Yeah. Punk.
Yuki says, I dead ass sit like that all the time. Crisscross applesauce. I ain't know it was lotus. No. So Yuki,
It's not the same.
hold on. Let me show him real quick. 1 second, and then you come over here. So like Yuki, this is crisscross. That's crisscross. One leg under the other leg. That's crisscross. But this is not ideal for like yoga and meditation, right? It's not ideal. What a lotus pose is you can see, like, do you see my feet anywhere in crisscross? No, my feet are not facing up. Lotus pose, the whole purpose is people meditate with their palms as receivers up, right? Up. Like this. The lotus pose is the whole idea behind it, right, is to have 4 receivers up. So now you have to take your feet and face them up at the same time as your hands are facing up. So the way you do that is you go into lotus pose. So 1 foot up here like this, right, as a receiver, and the other foot up as a receiver as well. And then you put your palms down on your knees. Now you have 4 receivers up. That's the authentic lotus pose. X says, so stand up with 1 leg on thigh. Yes. Yuki says, yeah, both my feet on my thighs. I don't believe it. You gotta send a picture. Bell says, I would break everything. And Beth says, I wouldn't get back out of it if I got into that. That's actually a hard part. I can try to do it right now while I'm in this chair, but the problem is with this chair, the reason why I haven't tried to do it is because I'm limited to the flexibility of my knees with these arms right here. If I do get in it right now, anytime you go into lotus, it can be painful to try to get back out of it. You have to push your leg off. You can't peel it off, right? And then let's see if we can do it while I have these armchairs. Sorry about that. With I gotta take this stuff out of my pockets, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do the lotus pose in this chair, but I got these arms right here, so I think my knees are gonna be like. Let's see. In the chair. I'm just showing Yuki an example I'm talking about. He says he sits like this in games. If he does that, I'm very impressed. Yeah, the arms in the chair get in the way, not gonna lie. Exactly. Lotus pose just killed my sciatica? What is that? Sciatica. See, like this, right? So you would be like this. Yuki, you game like this all the time? Mama G says, sit on that floor, move the chair and sit on the floor. Yuki says, oh, hell no. And then also, if you get really good at it, you can kind of like do exercises, right? You can do like exercises. You can like do push-ups like that and things like that. It's a very spiritual yoga pose, right? See, y'all see how I did that? Y'all see how I did that? I took the foot and pushed it off. And then now this one, it unlocks this right here. General says I have to grab my foot before I can pull it up over my leg. The hard part is doing this right here, guys. Hold on. They told me to sit on the floor, so I guess I'll do it real quick. But let me just show you an example. This is the really hard part. It's not hard getting in the lotus if you have flexibility and you've trained doing it. This is the hard part. That's the hard part, is having the balance to like be on the floor and going into half lotus like this, where you're with your top of your foot is on your upper thigh, right? Yeah, but then try to get on the ground and try to stand up like that. It takes a lot of balance without like falling over or anything. So Kay is gonna try really quick. No, put your foot all the way out. Like put both feet out, and then take this one on your thigh. The cat is trying to get Kay. We're supposed to be covering hurricanes and updates, and we're over here doing yoga. You ever heard of goat yoga? We're gonna do cat yoga. Bell says, "Oh, no way." Tommy says, "You're crazy." I just did a lot of yoga for many years. All right, so now follow me real quick, okay? This right? No. Point your toe. You gotta get that. Stretch. Now you want this thigh. Now you're gonna Jasper. And then you're gonna go up this, up on your foot, and up, without falling over. Stand up. Go for it.
Too high for this.
Go for it.
Not big.
Go right up. Cattail's doing yoga over here. Get out.
Wait, this?
Yeah. You did good. But you're supposed to keep that up there. All the way up, but you did good. So
cheated, but I don't know.
you kind of did, but it still was better than nothing. Yuki says on Twitch, pumpkin spice is a little too early. Nah.
I can't put my arms.
General says if I ended up on the floor, my lab and Pitbull would just look at me. Same with the cat.
Am I allowed to put my? Is that how I cheat?
What's that? No, you gotta have this on your thigh. Like
But I
this.
thought
Like
I had to go with this.
no, you gotta do it like this. Watch me. Like this. This here the whole time. We want to almost like lock it in place. Right? This. Yeah, you did good. But see how?
Actually, it was not as hard as I thought.
Yeah, but like, let me show you. It's like this right here.
So you're basically just saying I did it wrong.
No, you did it right. I want to teach you the right way though. See how my stomach and my legs are flat. See that? How they stay flat?
Call me fat.
You don't want to bring your knees up like this to help you like balance. You want to keep
That bruise on my thigh is like not helping.
do this for a warm up. Put your leg like this, half lotus. Yeah.
My big bruise, guys. It really hurts.
I didn't do that to her, by the way.
No, I got it from work somehow, but I don't know how. A customer probably hit me. I don't know.
Like in lotus, half lotus like this. All right, now do this as a stretch. Push on your knee. Try to stretch that inner thigh. Yeah. So just push it.
It just feels like this.
Right. So then now go down like this, and then go back up. Good. Good.
It was not that. At the recipe days.
Watch your feet. I don't want to roll
Bro,
you
you
over.
just let them see my toes. You did though.
Oh.
Oh, we broke it with the Rasputin.
Kay broke my boom arm.
No, I didn't. I didn't even touch it.
You said you did with the Rasputin or whatever
No,
it's called.
I was joking.
Oh. All right. Mama G says, ouch. Belle says, youth is so wasted on the young. I'm not that young, guys. I'm like pushing 35. X says, bro, this guy made me take pics and doesn't even check them. Because the last time I checked anything on Discord while I was live, it was a big problem. Let's see what X took a picture of. I'm gonna check it before I even show the stream.
Jasper,
Oh yeah, he got it.
see everybody.
Wait, he got it. X got it.
Ow! Oh, wait, sweet boy. Good job, X.
Yeah, X actually did it. So he said,
Sorry,
easy,
I thought you
bro.
were scratching me.
Had to put clothes on and everything. Be grateful.
Oh,
Yeah, so we didn't need to know all that information, but either
you
way.
could have kept the good in.
I didn't leak, X. I didn't leak. Mama G says, oh, to be 35 again. And Belle says, oh my God, 35? But it's just, but X, you are also an active person. You play soccer and things like that, so. And you are still 19, 20. Mm-hmm.
Stop looking at my beat.
No, I'm not. I was like
Oh,
looking
I
at,
thought
I
you
was
were trying to
seeing how,
touch my
no, I was seeing how your shirt was
Oh.
covering it.
Hey, see that?
Yeah, he's
I
trying
almost
to,
died. Just, you guys didn't know.
yeah, Jasper has murder mittens, that's what she said. Tommy says, you're a cool dude, Motley. I try to be. We try to have as much fun as possible. Even when we're out there storm chasing, we try to just have fun. That's why people like to come in here and hang out. We don't want it to be too serious and like me not talking with people and hanging out and stuff like that. Like I like to make it a good. I can smell it. It's strong. He's got some hand sanitizer that's pumpkin smell, like cinnamon roll. It smells good. Pumpkin marshmallows. Yuki says, I hit my knee on my desk. My pain is immeasurable. Yes, I saved those for you. They're stickers.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're supposed to collect them. So you can purchase both pictures for a small price of $50. You're funny. Mama G says, my ortho doctor says your body will start falling apart at 35. I hit 35. Yep. I did play softball, catcher, and third base for 13 years.
Ooh, catcher's rough.
Bell says, I may be 67, but I'm not dead. Yeah, that's true. True.
I know those.
Beth says, Mama G, I agree with you. It all went downhill after 35. My knees are horrible. Also, I was also a softball catcher. Crazy. Any other updates on this storm before we head off of here?
Like a penguin.
Anybody have any questions? Any questions for me or Kay or anything about what we got going on Thursday or anything about the storm that I might know that y'all might want to know or things like that? Before we call it here, because we have got to get some. We've got to get some food made. So General, I can show you all the cats. I can get Kay to round them up. General says your cat looks like mine, Gray Tabby. That's Jasper. He's the big boy. But we have 4 of them. We have 4 cats. I'm gonna move out the way because he's got some crazy claws. But yeah, he's like a grayish orange black tabby.
Very cute cat.
Beth says, where are you going to be Thursday? We are going to be here. So my roommate, Ed, he also chases with me from time to time. Kay will be at work, so she can't come with me, but she comes on a lot of chases, Beth. She usually comes on a lot of chases with us. I like having ride-alongs. So I use my roommate and my girlfriend to come along with me sometimes. But here on the beach, or hold on, here's Bella. That's our newest cat right there. Kay says she smells like fish. They can't hear you, Kay, when you're not in the mic. It's got that noise cancellation thing. We got 2 more to show you. But okay. So Beth, basically we're gonna be in the Sandbridge area of Virginia Beach. Not that far down, like up here in this area. We're gonna be covering basically this whole span right here, right? This whole span, whole area. We're gonna be up in this area right here. Thursday at around noon is where we'll be there. But our live stream is at 11 o'clock. This is Esme right here.
Trying to get away.
Where's she at? X says, Kay said he wants a 5th cat for Christmas. X is lying. I do not want a 5th cat for Christmas. I know, I seen it yesterday when I was vacuuming. Sonia says, are you doing another live tomorrow night? I might do it just because tomorrow night's the night before we go live. So I want to be sure that everything is still polished. So Sonia, I was thinking about this is going to be the last live stream until we go live Thursday. But I might want to try another test stream again just to be sure. Just to be sure. Like, for example, if everything goes well, right? We can just do this here. Watch this. Let me just show y'all a little quick thing on how I do everything. Hold on. Let's brighten this up a bit. Or make this bigger so y'all can see me bigger. Right here. This is how I do things. Okay? This is how I live stream. This is my controller. This is how I control things. If I click any of this stuff here, it will go to a correct scene. So watch this. If I hit like break, it'll do this right here. Hold on. And then I click back off of it. So this is how I control the stream, whether it's starting, ending screens, things like that. Okay, so like now we're gonna go to my camera app. I use an app called IRL Pro. See, now you can see the cameras moving. Now, if I click this button here, it should go live. She's really lost. Make sure she's not in a bedroom or something like that. She might be in Ed's bedroom or something. So now this is streaming live back to my computer. It's not streaming to YouTube. It's streaming back to my computer. So right now it's sending a signal to my computer. Now, watch this. While it's live, I got to pull up this screen again and go back and go here. And then now you should be able to see my camera when I click this. Give me a second, guys. Be able to see my camera when I click this. Give me a second, guys.
She's lost. I don't know where she is.
See? Now you see me. Now you see my camera.
Your mom.
And then so now we're back here. And then when I'm doing location tracking, if you look down here, like look behind us, here, hold on, let me move this out of the way again. If you look on the Radar Omega on this screen, if I go here, right, and I click location track right here at the bottom, I'll turn location on. Okay, so soon this will show my location. Give me a second. I also have to do this while I'm on the field. I go to Radar Omega on my phone. When I run Radar Omega on my phone, I click location sharing. Now the blue dot appears on Radar Omega on my phone, as well as on the map. So when this phone moves anywhere around the United States, that blue dot on the screen will follow. Basically, in a nutshell, about how I go live and how things work. And Beth says I run a cat rescue, so I always like the cat photo bombs. Just don't bring any more here, okay, please? Thank you. We got too many. So yep, that's how I run everything. Now we won't be running location services on Radar Omega when we go live Thursday, because there's no point. Y'all know where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be on this coast. So basically our format would look like this. Let me show you. Let me just show you real quick. This is what we're going to look like. This. Let me show you. Let me just show you real quick. This is what we're going to look like. So I'll have it looking something like this. Let me pull it up. Try to make it look like you can see everything here. So basically it would be like y'all would see this on the bottom map. Y'all would see the animation of the storm. But y'all would see it more up here where the coast is, right? So I would have it more like this. Like in this area. Kind of like that. But y'all would see the animation of the hurricane as it's getting closer to the coast where we're at. So there's no point of us having location services on. That's not me saying that, Sonia. Yuki says, does all that need Wi-Fi connection between devices? So let me switch back. So basically, yes. So I run SRT servers. So I have OBS right here in front of me on this monitor. Like, let me show you. Right here is my statistics and things like that. And also, let me show you what I also run. Loopy SRT. If I can find it. No. Loopy. I think it's Loopy. Gotta find it first. Loopy SRT. I don't think it lets me launch it from here. Let's see if it does. Nope, it won't let me launch it from here. So let me go to I gotta find it. I usually have an issue finding this thing, but I gotta figure out a way to keep it up. it on desktops? It's not on desktop. Where is Loopy at? Once I find it, I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about, guys. Why am I not being able to find it? Anyway, I'll look for it in a minute and I'll show you guys. But here I'm running Twitch. It's saying offline. Am I offline on Twitch, guys? Am I offline on Twitch? Oh no, I'm here. Okay. So Twitch and YouTube shows these things, right? And then I have my loopy SRTZ running in the background. This one doesn't work either. Really a mess. I don't know why it's like this. But this runs all that. And then over here is where I run OBS. This is where I run OBS Studios. This controls everything, all my stream stuff. And then there's my other monitor that runs Radar Omega. You see your favorite candy behind the monitor? Reese's? I got that from the PA Storm Trackers Meet the Chasers event. So let me see if I can pull up Loopy SRT and I'll show you how it works. But anyway, so I'm showing y'all trying to show y'all the communications with all this stuff. So here I have, like, if I can't show it because if I switch scenes you'll see it. But here I have signals, SRT signals, sending like a caller. It's like calling my OBS, and it sends it here through like WebSockets, right? Like these WebSockets right here. It sends. See, like that's why you see this right here. It says remote address, and it's sending it. Doesn't matter if y'all see this or not. Doesn't matter if y'all see any of this stuff because it changes like every minute. I pay for something that changes my IP address like every single minute, to keep it safe, obviously. But it sends it back. It calls my OBS. Then them two communicate with each other, and then all the apps that I use on my phone, like the IRL Pro and the OBS controller, they run off the same WebSocket server by also calling back to my OBS. So everything is kind of hard to explain, but they're all communicating with each other, and that's how I'm able to run a stream from home, but also be on the field doing everything. Really complicating. It's a lot of stuff to do. That's why I say to y'all, like, I put a lot of efforts into my streams, like be able to go out on the field and do it. And I'm like the only YouTuber at Storm Chasers that doesn't get paid to do it. But yet I go through all of this stuff. And I don't have anybody making, look, I'll show you a proof. I don't have anybody making graphics for me. Nothing like that, right? I go to Canva. I have a Canva premium and I make all my thumbnails just like this. Boom. Like, see, like this one right here. Edited 1 hour ago. That's the thumbnail for this live stream. I go here and I drop my designs in like that. Boom. Blow it up. I make everything. I don't pay for anybody to make all my stuff. Everything is made by me. And then I can pick something like this, drop it here, click this. I don't even know why I'm showing you all this stuff for free. Glow. I can change this to a bright color like yellow. And then we can go here like this, size it up. And then I can put my text and stuff in here. When I type something here, I can go like this, boom. And then my favorite font to use is Impact. Change that to white. And then now I can type whatever I want here, like hurricane. And then blow it up. Stuff like that, right? I do all my graphics and all that stuff myself as well. What's up, Kim? Quack attack from PA Storm Trackers. Exactly. I gotta figure out what's going on with my loopy SRT. So I'm kind of glad somebody asked about that. Quack attack raid. Who raided me? PA Storm Trackers raided me. Hold on, here we go. Shout out to PA Storm Trackers for raiding me. We got the quack attack right here. Boom. Guys, I'm normally not a weather coverage person. We're just on here to do like some Q&As of like what I'm doing Thursday when I go out to chase the system, as well as you know, what's going on with what we're doing here. And plus I want to make sure all my stuff is polished before I do go live Thursday. So we're just kind of here just like chatting. We're just doing yoga 30 minutes ago. Just kind of chatting and answering some questions and that kind of thing. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, W Ray to Chris and Mama Mama B and Josh, if Josh was live earlier. So big shout out to PA Storm Trackers. Did y'all see any water spouts earlier, Chris? So yeah, you guys, I keep y'all's quack attack award y'all gave me on my desk here. And also, look what I got right here. Boom. Me and Kay's lanyards from the event. They stay hanging on my monitor there. Yeah, Jane. So yeah, guys, we're just doing a quick update on stuff, and we're just chatting. That's all it is. We're not doing like anything. I'm not sitting here like covering severe weather or anything. We're just kind of like checking out the tropics and telling everybody that I'll be here on Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. I will be here on Sandbridge to do some live coverage of Hurricane Erin as it passes to the east. And I have a scheduled live stream waiting for that. So if you go on my channel and you go to the live tab, you can see my live stream that's scheduled out for like 30 hours or whatever. Because YouTube's been kind of weird about notifying people. So if you want to go there and you want to tune in Thursday and see what we're seeing, then you can just go to notify me. What's up, Erin? What's up, Ghosty? Mama G says, I'm headed to bed, still getting over COVID. Sent you a DM in Discord. Got you, Mama G. I will check it out, and I hope you get over the sickness. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I hope you feel better, and good night. Victoria says, Ghosty is back in the flesh. Was everybody missing Ghosty or something? Ghosty says, I'm not in jail here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I feel the tensions are like right here. We need them like here. Okay? But yeah, guys, if anybody's just now coming in and is not aware that I've also started a new channel on Twitch. If anybody likes watching Twitch, Storm Chasing on there, if that's your preference. YouTube won't monetize me. We don't know why. We've been trying for over 6 months. We are not getting anywhere. They're not sending my AdSense pin numbers. They're not doing any of this stuff. So I do all of this stuff for free. As you can see, I make all my graphics. I do my thumbnails. I go live. I run all these servers. I have all these models. All this stuff I'm paying for, gas money, toll tickets, hotel stays, things like this, all out of my pocket. So since we can't be supported on YouTube and get monetized, Twitch is like the next thing. We could possibly get monetized on Twitch if we have enough people watching and things like that. So I'm going to plug my Twitch just for that reason. So if anybody's not following on Twitch, please go do that. That would help me out a lot. What's up, Josh's weather? Ain't seen you in here in a while. Mama B accidentally put Ghosty in timeout. See, Ghosty was an accident. Beth says, good night, everyone. I have to go take care of the cats and get the trash out. See you on Thursday. All right, Beth. Can't wait to see you on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out with us. Ghosty says, I wasn't naughty. It was an accident. And I was timeout on their stream until tomorrow, LOL. Rutro. Did you get the watch hours? Yeah, Chris, I got plenty of watch hours. Like, I'm going to give you all a little deep dive real quick into my channel. I'm going to just go ahead and let y'all be nosy with me, okay? Let's go check out my channel. Check this out. I'm eligible for monetization, but they won't send me my PIN number. So let's go to Studio. Where's YouTube Studio? Okay. Let y'all get a deep dive of my channel real quick. Go to Analytics. Okay. So everything's been down, obviously, because you're going to see everything trending down because I haven't been live chasing in 2 weeks, right? So if we go down here to earn, okay? See, this is how you know I'm monetized. They show you review-based terms, blah, blah, blah. That's done. Errors, set up AdSense for YouTube. This right here, right? They won't review me because this step 2 is not done yet. Step 2 is they send you a PIN number in the mail. And then you go to here and you click fix, and then you plug your PIN number in, okay? The PIN number verifies your address to what you have on your account in your system. They're supposed to send you only up to 4 PIN numbers. If you don't receive the first one, they send you another. If you don't receive that one, they send you another. And that can only be done 4 times. And you have to wait 3 weeks in between each time they send one. But I've been waiting for 6 months. It finally, last week, got to the 4th PIN number. And I told them I've waited 3 weeks for the 4th PIN number to be sent, and I've got nothing. And they won't help me. So we're kind of stuck. But yeah, so let's go to Analytics, and let's go to Overview. We can check the past 90 days. Go watch time hours. It'll show it. Yeah, watch time hours. I'm almost at 20,000 watch time hours. I got plenty of watch time hours for monetization. Baron Johnson says, what's up? How do I get Weather app on my laptop? It depends on what you want to use. Do you want to use WeatherWise? Do you want to use Radar Scope? Do you want to use Radar Mega? Which one do you prefer? All right, Erin. See you later. Thanks for coming in here. I appreciate you. Good night. Yeah, Mama B. They're screwing me. They're screwing me. So yeah. I mean, this video hit 15,000 views, 2,000 watch time hours. This video hit 11,000 views, 1,000 watch time hours. This one hit 10,000 views, 1,000 watch time hours. Another 10K views, 2,000 watch time hours. I mean, and they send me a letter saying, hey, welcome to the program. And send me an email. It was like, oh, just go through and do all the steps. And yeah. So we did that, and we're not getting memberships. We're not getting super chats. We're not getting any of this stuff. So I'm basically going to be storm chasing on YouTube for free, right? Which is no problem because I didn't expect this channel to go anywhere. I just decided it's a better way to give coverage out there while I'm live streaming. But the more I do this and the more the audience grows, the more it makes me want to go out and do more, right? Like maybe take trips to the west and Great Plains and things like that. And it's just really hard to do that with money out of my pocket when I don't make a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So it'd be nice to have some kind of monetization going on. It's not a deal breaker. It's not going to make me quit doing this, right? This is my passion. Joshua says, Moderate, you should get added to WeatherWise. Well, I prefer using Radar Omega. And Radar Omega hasn't added me. If I switch to Radar or WeatherWise, then I might see if they will add me to it. But I personally prefer Radar Omega. Yuki says, quality is indeed expensive, but YouTube being this way is just bogus. Exactly. Oh, wait. Is anybody from PA Storm Tracker still in here? Not from their stream. I mean, like the actual team, like PA Storm Trackers. Like, is Mama B in here, Papa B, or even Josh? Any of you three still in here? Candace says me. Oh, okay. So Chris is still in here. All right, perfect. Chris, so I told y'all I would help y'all with getting the location in y'all's stream. I went over this right before y'all rated. Okay, so I don't know if you're gonna be able to follow along with this in like easy or whatever. It might not even make sense to you, but I'm at least try to give you some kind of helpful tips. I'm gonna blow my screen up here a little bit. Y'all can kind of see this. I'm gonna stop this animation here. I'm gonna go back to where I live at, right? So here's, wait, let me move this out of the way. It's a little too big. There we go. So here's the area I live in, right? In the Richmond area of Virginia. This little button right here, I don't know which one y'all use, but this little location button here at the bottom of the screen. If I click this, it turns my location on, right? Location sharing. But you don't see my blue dot yet. Now, when I'm out there in the field chasing, I go to my Radar Omega, like this, right? I go to my Radar Omega on my phone. Okay? I click the same location button at the top as I did here on Radar Omega here. Boom. Now it gives me my location on my phone, and now watch what happens on the screen. There's my location. It's blinking. So when this phone moves, doesn't matter if it's not near the PC or not. If it moves, this location follows. I don't know if that helps y'all. I don't know if that helps y'all or not. But that's how I do it. And I have Radar Omega pulled up in the background on OBS. Like, for example, it would look like this. Let me go back to my OBS controller. Let's sign into my OBS controller. And I'm going to do Drive WX. And I'm going to do Drive WX. Now you see my camera facing my green screen, and you see my location at the bottom right corner, or left corner. Boom. Chris, I don't know if that helps you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Just let me know. And then this is the camera and the view of what it looks like when I'm going to be out there Thursday, right? Or when I'm out there chasing. A lot of y'all are familiar with this already, but just trying to help out some people. And this live stream will obviously be available after I'm live. It'll be saved as a video, like a live video. So if anybody ever has any questions on how I run my stuff, like we went over before they all came in, the team at PA Storm Trackers can look at it and watch it later and see if you can figure it out by all the stuff. Because I went through an in-depth of how I do everything too. Chris says, yeah, so sign into Radar Omega on my OBS and also on my phone, and it'll track my phone on the OBS. So yes. So like, let me show you. I'm gonna flip my camera around. I'm gonna show you again. So like, I keep Radar Omega on one monitor like this, and I keep OBS on another. And I also have this right here to like watch my analytics. But if I'm out in the field, I don't even need to look at my analytics, right? But that's just if I'm here. Like this is my main monitor. This is what I game on, watch videos on. So when I'm like watching you guys chasing or any other chasers, I'm watching this computer right here. But this is what's running my OBS, and this runs Radar Omega. So as I keep Radar Omega in the background, I go here, right? And I can click this plus button. I can click this plus button right here, and I can pull up what is it? Trying to remember exactly. Oh, window capture. I click window capture. I can change this right here to whatever I want it to be, right? You can call it radar omega or whatever. There's already one that exists right here called source radar because that's my radar omega. So if I do this right here, watch. Let's say we created a new one. If I click this and click OK, now it pulls up radar omega. So now I have radar omega down at the bottom right of the screen, or bottom left of the screen. And then when I turn my location on, the blue dot pops up here, right? See, like this. You can kind of see what it's doing right now. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, then you can always just reach out to me and ask questions through Twitter or Facebook, whatever you want to do. Or you can always just watch this back multiple times and see if you can dial it in and figure it out. I hope I'm able to give something to help. Hopefully that helps a little bit. What's up, Victory in Christ? What's going on? Guys, does anybody have any more questions before I hop off here? It's getting late. I got to make some food for me and my girlfriend. Oh, Chris says it does, but I run my OBS on a cloud server, so I'm going to have to see if I can put Radar Omega on the cloud server. Oh, yeah, that might be a little different. I know you can. Because I know a lot of chasers use cloud servers. I think even Connor recently switched to a cloud server himself because he was tired of dealing with all the connection issues at home. Like where he lives, the internet goes in and out and stuff like that. See, me, we have good internet here. We're not really in, we get storms, but we're in a brick building. Like we don't ever have to deal with too much. There's underground cables and stuff like that. So I feel safe running my streams from home. But if you're running yours from the cloud server, I think all you will have to do is just get whoever is running your cloud server to update your overlay. Or you have to update your OBS to use Radar Omega or Weatherwise, whatever radar you're using, as your location services instead of the one you're using, and then upload that to the cloud or get them to refresh that to the cloud. I think that's all it would take. X, probably not. Probably not tonight. I'm gonna give it about like another 5 or 10 minutes to see if anybody's got questions, and I'm gonna have to get off here, guys. It's already late. I was only expecting to be like do a test stream for like a half hour. I'll probably do another test stream tomorrow like this and like a little Q&A before I go live Thursday, just to make sure everything's polished before I go live. This is not like when I go out storm chasing normally, where it's like, oh, I can just grab my camera, run my overlays, and go. This one's gonna be a little bit more difficult because I have to start the live stream when I'm like near the coast, and I don't want to be 2 hours away if something goes wrong. Of course, Chris, of course. If you have any more questions about it, I'm pretty good with this tech stuff. I do it all by myself. I don't have a team helping me. I don't have anybody out there really helping me. I do have to give a big shout out to Evan Freiberger, though, because if it wasn't for Evan, I wouldn't have been able to get this stuff going. Evan really did help me with all the SRT stuff, right? All the stuff about sending signals back and forth between my computer and my phone. That way I wouldn't have to do a cloud server. That stuff is a little bit of a process to learn. And I still don't have a full grasp on it. But as far as like making overlays, running all the stuff from home, like with overlays and data and all this crap, I know how to do all that stuff. So I can help as much as possible. Chris says, I'm going in to order lunch. Have a good one, boss. We'll see you later. Absolutely, Chris. Have a good one. Thanks for coming in and thanks for raiding, bro. W raid. I didn't even know y'all were this. I didn't know y'all were live this late. Of course, Bells. Of course. Looking forward to it. Guess I'll hop on FIFA, but let me know if you change your mind. Okay, X, I will. I will. Jeremy says, stay safe, my East Coast peeps. Room just fall. No, you gotta bring her over here. Okay, so we found Rumi, the fourth cat. She's the ragdoll blue point Siamese.
None of the other. Joking.
Because people are gonna ask what she is. Why is she looking at the camera like that? Why is she looking at the camera like that?
Hold her.
She's not gonna want me to hold her right now. She's not feeling good. See? Okay, I'm sorry. Not feeling good.
Her face. How would she look?
Good. All right, everybody. I think I'm gonna call it there. Thank you all so much for coming in. Sleeveless says, "Go Birds!" Southeast Pennsylvania here. Go Birds! How did you know I was an Eagles fan? I'm like looking around. Oh, I guess you can see the Eagles. This is the one. I thought I was wearing this one for a minute, and I was like, wait a minute, I'm not. This is the hat I normally wear right here. This is the hat I normally wear. Really show off. It says "Be a change maker" on the side. Got a badge on it. This is the hat I normally wear. But yes, go Birds. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it here. I might go live for a little small test stream again tomorrow and a little update, just to make sure everything's polished out before my live stream on Thursday for the Hurricane Erin coverage. I appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate PA Storm Trackers for rating. Big shout out to them. Thank you so much. And yeah, y'all can reach out to me on Discord, on X, on Instagram. I literally talk to everybody. Like, just because you message me on Instagram, don't think that because you don't have 5,000 followers or you're a storm chaser, I'm not going to respond to you, because I will. I think a lot of people can vouch for me on that. Jeremy says, "Go Steelers." Y'all got Aaron Rodgers, so that'll be interesting. But anyway, I'm not trying to make this a football talk. Look it up. Yeah, and y'all can also join the Discord. All these links: Discord, X, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, all of my socials, especially Discord, you can find in my channel description, or you can find it somewhere in this chat right here. I would really advise everybody to join Discord. We're trying to get it to grow a little bit more so we can become more active. We do talk in there. We do drop updates. Everybody has exclusive updates as far as like when I'm going live, what my thumbnails will look like. You can ask me questions. There's people in the chat that are storm spotters, storm chasers, people like Rich and other people out there that have extensive knowledge on like systems like this. They can help you with questions you might have. So I advise people to join Discord. That's the easiest way to chat with me. But other than that, if you want to reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, or X, those links are also in the chat or in my channel. I do appreciate everybody, and I will either see y'all tomorrow night or I will see y'all Thursday morning Thursday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I'll be Eastern time zone. I will be on the coast of Virginia, in the Virginia Beach and Sandbridge area. Most likely down here in Sandbridge. Yeah, most likely down here in Sandbridge is where I'll be at. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much. I appreciate it. And good night.